Hello, powerful being. I want to acknowledge you for who you are, for your commitment to create a beautiful life for yourself and everyone around you. My name is Vaneet Duggal, a seasoned psychologist, relationship expert, and a personality assessment counselor. With a global perspective and extensive experience, I am dedicated to empowering individuals and couples to reach their full potential. My journey has taken me across the world, allowing me to gain valuable insights into diverse cultures and business landscapes. I'm passionate about guiding others on their path to self discovery and personal growth. If you are looking to unlock your true potential, improve your relationship, achieve greater self awareness, or find your purpose, I'd love to connect and support you on your journey. Now, let's talk about our personality assessment. This personality, when we talk about personality, how did we get our personality form? Our identity, some people call it also ego. Okay, personality, identity, ego, patterns, these are who we are. This is how we operate in this world. I'm sure you have one. So how did we get here? How did this get formed? So when we are about to be born, we are in our mother's womb, and that is a place where we are in our essence. We are vibrating in our essence. We experience bliss. We experience enlightenment in that space. Everything is taken care of. The whole world is perfect. Our food, our needs, our comfort is well taken care of. And we are in a state of bliss. I call this state the essence. We are in our essence. Okay. So what happens? Then we are born. Okay. So what is the first thing that we do? We cry. Okay. In the outside world, for our needs to be met, to survive, the first emotion that comes from us is the emotion of anger. We have to express our anger to fulfill our needs, whether it is whether we are hungry, whether we are wet, or whatever the case may be. We have to express, we have to cry, even though the mother has gone to bring food for us, or maybe change the diaper, or maybe change our clothes. But we think that we have to express anger to survive, to have our needs met. So that is the first emotion. The first ego that gets formed is the body ego. The body ego and the emotion is anger. We think if we express our anger, we will be able to survive. Okay, so that is within a few months. And what happens is we we experience this world, we experience the loss of our essence. So हम अपनी essence से दूर चले जाते हैं. We go away from our essence, and then again come back to our essence. And then the next stage after 6 months, there's another incident, another experiences which we have. We see often power cuts. There's darkness all around. There is a loud noise. Okay, there is people shouting, and we are scared. Okay, and at that point of time, we experience that this world is not as safe as we thought it to be. This world is not as safe as we assumed, we believed. Okay, so there is a lot of danger. So the next ego that gets formed is the ego of our mind, and the emotion associated to that ego is the emotion of fear. So that is the second time when we experience this, and we move away from our essence again, a little farther away, and we start experiencing the world. We go away from our essence, and then after a few months, when we get a little, start associating with the world. We have our father saying, okay, I'll come back early, I'll take you, I'll bring you sweets, I'll do this for you. and you see a promises being broken. Yeah, are promising. There is trust being broken. Our needs are not met. Somebody promises us and it is not fulfilled. आप ये कर लो, ऐसे कर लो. And we also watch the world, how people talk to each other. And this is the third layer that gets formed. The third ego that gets formed. It is associated to our heart, and the emotion associated to it is pain or sadness. We experience this emotion. So these are the three emotions that they form the basis of a personality. Some people have anger as a prominent emotion. Some people have fear as a prominent emotion. Some people have pain or sadness as their prominent emotion. And that emotion forms the basis of who they are. So 70, 60, 70% of their life is defined by that emotion. Okay. And our body and the way we operate in our world is through these emotions. Either we, so now anger, someone will express anger, someone will suppress anger, and somebody will deny anger. Then again, we have three categories more that gets formed: people expressing anger, people suppressing anger, and people denying their anger. And then similarly with fear, some people express fear, that makes them adventurous and outgoing, and some people suppress anger, some people deny anger, for fear, sorry, and some people express pain, some people suppress pain, and some people deny pain. So these are the three emotions that are responsible for our personality. And now we come to the personality assessment test. Each individual, when they become independent, this personality gets formed, this personality starts showing up in their lives. And everything, because of this emotion, they start operating in a certain way in this world. And have you ever experienced that you get the same experience again and again and again and again and again? Have you noticed that in your life? Perfect. That's because you have the same pattern inside. And there is no mechanism in our brain, in our mind, which can change this. The bad news is we cannot change it. There's a memory in our, in our mind, that is called hippocampus, that is responsible for storage of our experiences. And this is a permanent memory. Whatever experiences we've had, whatever patterns are made, they are permanent in that space. That's the bad news. The good news is that each pattern has a potential, has a possibility of growth, of meeting to their essence. And our whole journey is to finding that essence where we started from. Whether it is our work, whether it is our relationships, whether it is our career, or whatever experiences we get, hobbies, all these are done because we want to experience that essence. And sometimes we get that essence when we feel so good about something what we do. That is when we are very close to our essence. And all our life we try to figure out what do we want to do, so that it makes us happy, what relationships to have, how to behave in this world. This is the whole life, is that journey. And I really acknowledge you for choosing this path, for really, uh, you know, you want to know about who you are, what your personality is. And of course, you cannot change it. But once you become aware of it, now what is possible is you know your strengths, you know what you need to do in your life, you know what career paths you need to take. You know how you behave in relationships. You know how others can treat you in relationships. You know, what if you are if you are in a business, what kind of business to do. If you are in a job, you know what kind of responsibilities you can take, what responsibilities you are best at, and there is a whole new world opening up. This will increase your productivity. This will increase your contentment, satisfaction in your life. This will increase your happiness, and the overall, when you are working in your essence, when you're working aligned to your personality, you have a potential of growing in your life. Everything will come to you easily, whether it is money, abundance, relationships.